Few months ago, we visited Silviya's grandparents, and after the initial ritual of asking us, are we hungry and when they're going to have grandchildren, Grandma asked me something interesting. She asked me if I smoke, and I said, no, not really, I've never been a smoker. And then she asked me if I drink, and I said, well, every once in a while, but I'm not really a drinker. And then she asked me, what the hell are you doing with all this cash? Probably she didn't use exactly these words, but it got me thinking.
No matter how much money you make, it somehow disappears into the unknown. Even if you get an increase or pay off a loan or stop smoking, you always find new and creative ways to spend the extra cash.
So I sat down and calculated how much money we are saving by not smoking cigarettes and drinking less than the average. We came up with a total amount of $200 per month. And this time, instead of spending it on travel, shoes, and ice cream, we decided to start investing it, and slowly with time to increase the monthly amount of our investment. So in this video and other future videos, we are going to take you on our investment journey. Now, obviously, this is in no way any kind of financial advice, and we won't tell you what to do with your money, and actually as beginners we are probably not the best people to do so. We are just going to share with you the steps that we will be taking towards our financial freedom and hopefully wealth in the years to come. We have 4 main investment goals, and the first one is to make money while we sleep. We're going to take a look at investments that in the long term will require as little effort as possible. Our second goal is to have complete financial independence. And what do I mean by that? This means that we're going to have different income streams that at the end of the day will amount to covering all our costs of living plus a little bit on top. So basically in the long term, we won't be required to work to earn money and to make a living. We are going to work just for fun. Our third goal is to learn a new skill in the process. I truly believe that money management needs to be taught in school and then in university and then again in a master's degree. This is so important, and we will need to master this skill in order if we want to achieve the first 2 goals. Our last investment goal is to develop discipline. There are a lot of things involved with psychological part of investing and money management, and also discipline for saving and making money. And this is something that I would like to acquire as a skill, and I think it will help us immensely not only in our investment journey but also overall in our lives. If our goals overlap with some of your money goals, I would love for you to consider subscribing and follow us on this journey. In future videos, I will discuss our strategy in details, but in this one, I want to share with you just the highlights. And the first point is that we're going to look for long-term investment opportunities. I truly believe that now is one of the best moments in history to start investing in anything. And we're going to look into things like real estate, the stock market, and most specifically dividend stocks. Those are the 2 main things that we're going to start with, but in the future we'll definitely look into other alternatives that can bring us long-term success. Another thing that is very important that we'll focus on is risk management. Definitely when you're not a hyper rich guy that you don't care if you lose $1,000 or $1 million, you can have a different approach to investment. But I think it's very important to be very strict on your risk and understand from the beginning where's the risk and how you can manage it and how much you want to tolerate. So we're definitely going to look into a little bit less than average risk, but not without, of course, any kind of risk. Another key point on our strategy is to stay liquid. Of course, we're going to keep some money in cash, but also a lot of the investments need to be easily accessible and easily liquefied. So in the case where you need something or there's an emergency in the family or anything else, maybe there is an opportunity for an apartment and it's a really good price, we would love to stay liquid in the process and make sure that we can allocate our money for different investments easily. Also, our plan is to stay as diversified as possible. So this means that we'll need to look into all kinds of the different stocks or mutual funds or ETFs that we want to invest. Also, the real estate, what kind of portion will be and what kind of portion we'll have in cash, and maybe other types of investments, and all those beautiful things that we're going to discuss in the future. But as a strategy, it's extremely important to stay diversified. So this is a high-level plan of our plan and our strategy. Some of the topics that we're going to cover in future videos include how to choose a brokerage firm that best suits your investment needs, and how to look into real estate, saving money, and of course we're going to provide you with regular updates on our portfolio and if we're making any money or losing any money. Something else that we're going to talk is also where do we get our knowledge, books that we read, online courses that we follow, and all those things that might be of interest to you. And if you think that there's something else that we want to cover, or if you already have some questions or topics that we want to do a video about, make sure you leave me a comment down below and we'll make sure that we research them and also prepare a video with the answers. That is everything for this video, guys. This is an exciting moment for me and for C, and hopefully for you. And yeah, we'll see you down the road. Bye.